Hello, hello. Hang on, let me rotate this. Hello. Just wait a minute, see if anyone turns up. I have no idea if even... Hey, hello. I don't know if chat's working or if I'm being seen. I'm just checking to make sure this is all working properly before I do anything. Hey! Hey, Kelly! Yay! Hi! I'm just about to let the cats out of their room now, so that's cool. Right, I've put their biscuits down there because they have it in their room too, but I put some by my bedroom door because I basically live in here. Because I have to keep an eye on how much they're eating and drinking because they can be pretty bad, pretty naughty. How are you? Can you hear me? Hey girls! Come on in. Come on in, Baba. Can you hear me okay? Oh, brilliant. Callie, are you okay if I make you a mod? Hey, sugar. This is Lily. My little chunk. Oh, brilliant. Hang on, Callie. And Rose is just hiding there. Hey, girls. Hang on, give me a second, Callie, and then... right, how do I do this? Standard. Yeah, brilliant. Thanks, Callie. Yeah, so this is my first live. It's really just a test. Yeah, it's going to be, of course, the cats. Probably show you a bit of the routine. I've just let them out of their room for the morning. I usually let them out about 8:30, but I know because of time zones and things. I know even this is also a bit early for you. Sorry. So I've given them an extra half an hour in here. Hey, Lily. Lily hates the Hoover. What I usually do is just whip it around here because they usually kick cat litter about. They've actually not done too bad this morning. Scoop their potty, refresh their water. Yeah. And hopefully they have the Zoomies so we can watch that because sometimes they do. But first thing in the morning, Lily's a bit wary of that Hoover, so she might just freak out most of the time. Hello, Rose. Hello, beautiful. Should we do your breakfast? Yeah. So the biscuits they're on is Purina, just because Rose has got intolerances. She has grain intolerance, so she can't have anything with grain. Lily's fine, but because they share the same food, share off the same bowl, it's just easier to feed them both the same, you know, rather than split it up and have a bit of a war. So they're wet food, so they have... I used to mix it both, but they got funny. So I give them one pouch in the morning, between them one in the afternoon, and they just graze on their biscuits all day. Sorry, one in the evening, and they graze on their biscuits all day. Lily might be funny with her breakfast because she's not paying attention. Trying to open that with my teeth without eating it. There you go. So yeah, these two are not normal cats. They have an identity crisis, but they're also teenagers now, so they prefer fish to meat. I do give them meat, but they tend to turn their nose up at it. Yeah, so... Hey, girls, good girls. Ah, good, they're eating. Sorry, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm a bit all over the place because this is my first, so I have no experience or anything, but hopefully over time I can try and do a bit better and be a bit more interesting and fun. Kelly, I know you've had your channel quite a while, so you're probably the best person for some advice. Yeah, so any advice you can give, please let me know. But yeah, so while they finish their breakfast, because they did eat good, they will get treats for that. Here she comes. As Lily. Yeah, we'll give you some privacy. We don't want to watch you poop. Oh, right. I'm going to refresh their water so it's nice and fresh. What I might actually do is also put that in my room so I can keep an eye, because yesterday I did not notice any of them drink. That was very naughty, so just do that quickly. So I do this routine: refresh their water, top up their food, biscuits, scoop the potty, and hoover up, sort of do a touch up of any cat litter, dust and that's been kicked about. I do that in the evening, at night, just before I shut them in for the night, and first thing in the morning when I let them out. They used to not be shut away at night. They used to be allowed to run around here when they were younger. They used to just sleep really nicely on my bed with me. However, they've become a bit rebellious. They keep going to one certain spot in the house I really don't like them by. And they're very sneaky. When I'm not looking, like I'm trying to nap or whatever, Lily especially, she will sneak up there, knowing that she'll get told off. They do know that they're not allowed in that area upstairs, because as soon as I spot them and I make it clear to them, they run with their tail between their legs. They know that they've been naughty. There's Lily. Right, she probably won't have sumis or anything at the moment because she's expecting me to be hoovering, but I'm just going to wait because I don't want to leave you on the side while I run a loud hoover around. That's not very sociable, is it? Hey, Rose. Hello, beautiful girl. Bill Pros. Ah, nice kisses. She's just looking for the birds at the moment. We usually get a lot of birds in those trees there, and big pigeons somehow get into there. So they love looking out for them, and they chirp. They go meh, meh, like that. It's quite funny. Sound like little birds because they try to talk to the birds. No, Kelly, I am not a creator. No, I refuse. Oh my god. Oh, don't worry, Kelly. It says there's only 2 people anyway, so sorry, I haven't even looked at chat. Yeah, there we go. It's only you and that yes, happy vlogs person thing. Yeah. Did I? Oh, yeah, I know. It's because it's my first and I'm really being rubbish, aren't I? I've probably scared them away. Oh, no. Oh, well. Like I said, I'm not here for, I don't want to be a creator. I don't want to class myself as that. I'm just more of a... I know, just... I know, bits and bobs. Like, you know what I mean? Um, uh, right, I would love to see these girls get a bit playful. I mean, that would be fun. Look at Lily. She's so dainty, such a girl. She does this in her potty. She's the most elegant pooper you've ever seen. She's the only one who has sit in her potty and put her little hands on the edge there while she poops. She's such a lady. Addie! Oh, sorry. Adonis, hi! Oh, Adonis, hiya. I was just saying, this is my first, so I have no idea what I'm doing, so it's going to be a bit rubbish at first. I'm just waiting. Hopefully, the girls will start getting a bit playful, get the zoomies and that, because they, well, usually do first thing in the morning. I've just given them their breakfast. Yay, they ate it. So they've been good. They ate their breakfast, so that means they get treats and that today. There's Lily. And she's like, yeah, I don't care. She's not, she's a bit camera shy. She's the first to, as soon as she hears a beep off the video, if I'm trying to video her, or sees the camera pointing at her, she will just stop dead in her tracks what she's doing. She seems to think if there's a camera on her, she can't play anymore. I know, it's horrible. This is why I don't get any good, like the best footage of them when they're running around and bouncing about. It Rose, hello. Good girl. Yeah, so also we've got the back garden here. So they like to sit on the windowsill and sit by the door there. And that we have small little bit. Oh, there we go. They've just turned up. I don't know if you can see. I don't know if I can zoom in. Can I? I don't know. Oh, look, I can. Yay. Yeah, you see, we get little birds in there and they love to sit on the windowsills and just watch them and they chirp and talk to the birdies, even though the birds can't hear them. Yeah, like I said, I'll leave the hoovering because I don't really want to have the loud whiz of the hoover going and leave you lot on the side because that's not very good, is it? Oh, all right, let's spend some time with Lily. Hey, baby girl. Yeah, Alex, come. How are you, Adonis? Yeah, Lily's a bit it's funny because she's the more nervous. She just thinks everything's going to kill her. Like the most silliest, pettiest little thing. She thinks it's the end of the world. She's super nervous. She lives in fear, which is sad. But her previous owner, her breeder, did actually say she was the more nervous out of the two. It's, you know, it is sad. It is upsetting to see. However, she is also the one that loves to snuggle. Will come up to me, will crawl all over me, purring and demand snuggles and kisses, and still loves to be picked up and all that. So, yeah, it's a bit odd. What time is it where you guys are, Callie? You said it's about 1 a.m., didn't you? Make sure you're drinking those coffees. Rose is just pooping, that's why I'm not. Oh, okay. Callie, give me some ideas because I really don't know what to do. The cats are not really interested at the moment. Um, hmm. I mean, what fish toy? Oh yeah, yeah, Flappy Fish. Actually, fully charged him like a couple of weeks ago. I've run out of liquid catnip though, so they don't really tend to pay much attention to him. And the last fish, what I did is I put dry catnip in here, and it got into the charge point, which is there. And no matter how much I blew into it to get it out, it won't all come out. So the last fish just died and would not charge. There you go, you see it flapping now. Lily! What's that? Come on then. Oh, here we go. Rose is usually the first one to start a play. Rose! Oh, so the problem is they're so... Oh. I tried to tease them with toys, but it's a bit hit and miss whether they like to be forced to play or not. Like I said, they're not normal. I've just ripped off their... Oh, no. Let's see. I've just accidentally pulled off the end of their play string. My bad. Where's... Yeah, I just accidentally pulled the ball off, sorry. I have phone data, but I top up 40 quid every month, which is on my network supplier. Because I have no social life, I'd never use my phone for phone calls or texts, because I'm a loner. I top up just for data, but 40 quid is the minimum amount on pay as you go to get unlimited data. So I can use my phone data. Well, I could literally just put it on YouTube and leave it running permanently, never turn it off. And yeah, it won't. It would just be the 40 quid a month. It won't go. There's no extra charges or anything, if that makes any sense. Yeah. Rose, do you like farting? She's like, I'm a lady. Lily, do you like farting? Hey, she's a bear. This is my girl here. She's my baby. Her sister does know. She does suffer quite bad jealousy. Actually, Rose is starting to come round a bit more now. I am starting to see a little bit more of the old Rose come back again. But yeah, she is very aware that Lily's my girl. But it's not purpose. It's Rose chose to stop being loving. She chose to stop being picked up and being held and being as snuggly. So she chose to be more ignorant, more antisocial. She keeps herself away while Lily's snuggling on the beds and sleeping. Rose would just put herself in the hall. That's her choice. That was, not my choice or anything. But because Lily's the more snuggly, she's the more interactive with me and all that, just naturally, we've got a better bond. Yeah, so I can do more with Lily, like with her brushing, with her snuggles and all that. So, I mean, Rose acts like I'm the worst person in the world. Like she's not as loved, but of course she is. Oh my gosh, of course she is. But she chooses to be a bit, less sociable, less snuggly and all that. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, thank you. Rose is there. Thank you, Kelly. Yeah, my animals. I mean, even the rats. You know, the chickens. The even the goldfish. They've always been spoilt rotten. You know, I've always prioritised them over everything. I mean, I starve for days on end to make sure they are fully provided for. You know. Um, do you want to see Rose? Yeah. I just can't wait until I can start going back outside again in the spring when the weather starts warming up again. They're going to be happier too. They hate being indoors. I mean, they're more better with it now than in the beginning. In the beginning, because of course they were used to going outside, they hated it. They caused absolute riots. Um, this was actually at the time. I mean, Rose is still up for full rehoming, yes, because again, she will be better off in. I mean, cats do not get on with each other anyway. I mean, in the wild, naturally, you would never see cats together. They only meet up to have babies, shall we say. Of course, our house pets, be responsible owners, we get them neutered and all that. But in the wild, they never meet up. They're very independent. They're solitary animals. They don't thrive, don't do as well in two or more cat households. They prefer to be a lone cat. And I think that's the better thing for Rose. Overall, I've had a good chat about it with her previous owner, about some situations that we've got in, and we all agree it would be the best for her. But unfortunately, there's black cats are super hard to rehome because of, you know, false superstitions from, you know, from back in the past before our day. However, black cats are actually the most nicest, the best to own. They're the most loving, the most snuggly, the most friendliest, the most sweetest. So it sucks that they're harder to rehome. Same in shelters, they find that they're black cats, they tend to stay with them much longer. They are harder. But she has sort of settled down a bit now, but there are still times where I just really want to just kick them out because they're driving me absolutely up the wall. But we're working through it. I mean, I'm fine for Rose to stay here and see if someone does speak out and have any interest for her. I'm not like now in a massive rush. At first I was, because she was so bad. So stressful. So but she's kind of settling down again. Yes, she is still up for rehoming. Yes, that is definitely something I need for her. I've got, you know, you got to think of your animals, not yourself. You know, you can't be selfish and think of yourself. You got to think of your animals when you choose to take them on, and think of what's best for them. So yeah, you know, with my animals, I don't just, if I rehome, I don't just give them to the first person showing interest. I don't, you know, I'm very, very particular with vetting, you know, make sure they're going to the best, safest place possible, you know. Yeah. To be honest with you, I don't think Lily would be bothered if she was rehomed. They're not as closely bonded as they used to be, either. Yes, they still play together, they still wrestle. But Lily is very happy to, if Rose is upstairs or in a different room and she has no idea where she is, she hasn't seen her or anything, she doesn't care. She doesn't go searching for her. She doesn't seem worried. The wrestles are getting a little bit more rough now. There is squeaking, which means teeth and claws tend to be being used a bit more. So of course I have to split them up when I get a bit too rough. Lily's not bothered about her at all. She's I can take her or leave her sort of thing, you know. So I think if Rose does manage to get rehomed, I don't think it's going to affect Actually, I don't even think it would affect Rose. They're just not bothered. They can take each other or leave each other. So yeah, Rose is good guard actually. If like for instance the postman comes or something and say she's in the conservatory or in the bedroom or whatever, she's the one who would bolt up to the door like a little dog. And yeah, she's also the bug catcher. She's the one who is my little pest control, because I keep this little window while they're in. Obviously, I can't have the window open for ventilation and fresh air because they just bolt out of it, jump out of it. So I got one of those little window latch things. That was a nightmare to get it to the right length so they can still look out, they can still breathe, they can just about poke their head round here, look at the bush, watch the birds, spy on the neighbours. But they can't escape. That's solid. So, oh yeah, definitely. And also their fur. They've got the most gorgeous fur. I don't know if I've mentioned in Callie's live before. I do also give them fish supplement. So they were having this added to their food, both their wet and dry. One capsule in the morning, one in the evening. However, I have to pop them open with a pin or something, and they're so messy they get all over your fingers, so they make fingers stink all day of fish. It's nasty. So I can't find it. I have now replaced it with, oh, there it is, with that, which is just a pump. So it means that it doesn't get all over my fingers. And that just helps keep their joints healthy, gives them shiny eyes, gives them, healthy energy, good for their brain, strong brain. Gives them shiny coat and eyes. The only thing with this one is I find it does give them a bit of a bad yucky bum, if you know what I mean, in the potty. So I have a bit of a clean up to do after they've used potty, which sucks. But it keeps their skin and their coat really nice and glossy and healthy and soft as well. Of course, being long haired, they get brushed. Lily more because she's fully long haired and her butt is very fluffy. She has her nickname is Bunny Butt because a rabbit has that like cottontail, that fussy little cottontail. It's like that with her. It's just all fluff around her butt. So yes, cats are good at grooming themselves, of course, but long hairs, they do get matted, especially around their back ends and all that. They do still need that added brush as well. Also for their undercoat. Of course, I've got a thick undercoat. Rose is medium haired, so she does a really good job of grooming herself. She does also still get an extra brush from me as well, but she's fine. She can go like twice a week getting an actual brush. Lily does need it daily, especially around her back end so it doesn't get matted up. Lily's here just drinking her water. Good girl, Lily. I want to see those zoomies though. We want to see your zoomies. Where's the zoom zooms? Oh, sorry, hang on. I've just scrolled up because I'm really looking at the screen because my hand-eye coordination is the worst, and I'm pretty aware that my camera's flying about all over the place if I'm not really looking at where I'm pointing it. Callie, hang on. I was just about to answer something and I've already forgotten because I'm old. Oh yeah, the pool. Well, that's actually an issue. The landlord has actually been reported officially, legally, for the state of that thing. It is a hazard. But because it is a rogue, corrupt landlord, unfortunately my town is one of the worst. He has ignored all laws, all reports. It's never been used. This used to be a family home before it was sold about 11 years ago. I've actually done a bit of, digging on this place through estate agents that it was sold through and all that. This is actually the most expensive house down the entire road. However, they've destroyed it. It used to be a family home. So this room here and my room, which is there, that used to be a living room. But of course, they've built a wall in between and split it into two separate rooms. The same with they've renovated the kitchen. Due to that, they've absolutely destroyed the place. It's complete. They overcharge rent like crazy here. Luckily, I don't pay rent. I get that off the council, but they charge a lot. Nearly £1,000 a month they're charging basically. And all we get is this. We don't get anything provided. Everything you see here, TV, everything is my own. They don't provide anything. So just for a sell of a room. Yes, we've got separate kitchen. Yes, the bills are included, but I had my very own flat, one bed flat, separate rooms, all that. I could decorate it how I liked. It was pets allowed. And that was for half the price. The place is falling to bits. They're not spending our money on our rent, on the maintenance or anything. So they've completely destroyed this place. We've also had some literally life-threatening maintenance issues here. And they've ignored it. But yeah, that pool, it's the same water that was put in there about 15 years ago. It was basically put in for show. A lot of the fittings in this house was just for show. So, for instance, the conservatory, we've got a ceiling fan in there, but it's not wired in or anything. It's not attached. The landlord did say if that was to ever be wired and ever move, like work, it would take the whole ceiling down in there. Because the ceiling, the roof just cannot take the weight of that fan. So it's just there for show. Yeah, that pool as well, that really was just put in for show to get the house sold. But it's the same water that has been in there the whole time, including rain. It's rancid, it's slimy, there's dangerous things in there. There's things it was looked at, and there's things living in there. There's probably also, sadly, wildlife that are no longer with us, to put it nicely. In the bottom of that, it needs got rid of. Like I said, they have been reported, but they've outright ignored it. So, yeah, not good. Adonis, yeah, so it's, I said to Kelly, it's mobile data, but I'm pay as you go, but I pay £40 a month, and that gives me unlimited data, so I can use it as much as I like, so no extra charges. Because I don't have a social life, I don't have friends or anything, I don't have calls, I don't have texts or anything, so I top up just for data, just for going on YouTube, and obviously you need it to read your emails, which is all just basically junk mail anyway. So all my credit goes onto that data. So yeah, so that's not a problem at all. Yeah, sorry, it's because I pace. Yeah, I do need to stand still. But also the cats are in two different locations at the moment, so I'm like moving between them. If you just let me know, so I'm a bit more stable and not move around. If you want to see more of Rose or more of Lily at any moment, and then I can just go and start moving left, right, and centre. So this is Rose we're on at the moment. It doesn't look like we're going to get any zoomies from them because she's actually now just falling asleep again. Yeah, thank you, Callie. Also, because I'm not really, well, the thing is, there's nowhere to sit because there's no separate lounge. This is all you see from my bedroom. It's just that outside the door. And my bedroom is the only place I can sit down on the bed. There's nowhere to sit or anything out here. So I have to stand by the door. I don't know why they're falling asleep. Normally they get a good play after their breakfast. They get a sort of energy boost. I think it's probably because they know that they've got a camera pointed at them. And like I said at the beginning of the stream, they seem to think when the camera's pointing at them that it means stop playing or something. I don't know why they have that thought in their head, but yeah, so they don't tend to do much when I'm videoing them. It's weird. Yeah, Kelly, it's probably because I'm moving quite fast as well. So that's probably also why it goes. I'm not like going nice and slow like that, you know. I'm like whizzing it around when I move. So that's probably why it goes blurry. Yeah, then they're not very photogenic, are they? No, they've had their breakfast, Adonis. They've also got their biscuits. So they have biscuits 24/7 to graze on. I was saying I put biscuits down in my room because usually I'm just sitting in here all day to keep an eye on how much they're eating. And also I usually sometimes put water down here, their water bowl here, because they can be sometimes be very naughty with their food and their water and just refuse anything. Obviously, which is a bit worrying for me. There's nothing wrong with them. They're not poorly or anything. They're just crazy fussy. You know, if I throw treats down at them, they will wolf it down. So that shows that, you know, it's not like there's anything wrong with them stopping them being able to eat. It's just they're teenagers as well. But yeah, so they have that dry food permanently, constantly, to graze on. And then wet foods, they have a pouch between them in the morning for breakfast and one at their dinner time, which my time is usually about 5, 5:30. Yeah, I know. Unfortunately, because it's winter, they don't handle the cold well at all. So over winter, they have been kept indoors, sadly. But as soon as the weather starts warming up, in spring, hopefully in the next few weeks, they can start going back out again in the day. Obviously, they're kept in at night, even when they are outside, just for their own safety. And because they're black, I don't want them out in the dark where you can't see them, can't keep an eye on them. We've also got foxes round here, which, yeah, that I mean, they are pretty good because they tend to be the same litters that have been born and raised around here, lived around here their whole lives. So they're used to seeing the stray cats and cats outdoors and tend to leave them alone, tend to not have an issue. But especially around breeding season, which is now, they can get very, very aggressive. They will seriously hurt a cat, anything smaller than them. So, of course, I don't have them out at night because of those reasons. So even when they are out in the day in better weather in the summer and all that, they always get called in at night before it gets dark. Yeah, the foxes are still here. So as I mentioned before, they're the same litter that were born last year, that I helped raise as well. So I actually saw them with their mum when they were little tiny babies, just out of their nests, their dens or whatever. And I've literally watched them grow up. It's the same litter that come and go from here. Yeah, so that's super awesome. Super awesome. And it's just awesome to know that that beautiful female, especially, this is going to be her for her first ever litter. Because she's a year old now, so and it's breeding season now. So I've literally just watched the whole family tree. It's amazing. You know, I've watched them when they were tiny with their mother, and now I've watched them go through weaning, grow up, and now they're going to go on to have their own babies. It's absolutely awesome. No, cats do not love winters at all. They are not by genetically, by whatever you call it, to handle cold. They are, you know, their genes. They're from warmer climates. The cold affects them, affects their health, and can be fatal to cats very, very quickly, very quickly. Um, so yeah. Should we go look at Lily for a minute? Because Rose is just going to sleep there. So I try not to move too fast. Hey, Lils. There you are. Good girl. Yeah, that's odd, Adonis, but I don't know. Maybe your climate's different to the UK. I don't know if it's more colder there most of the time. I mean, obviously British weather. It's not great, but summers it can get very, very hot. Winter it can just get really, really cold. It's all over the place. Um, but if you're in a climate where it's mostly cold most of the time, so the cats have been like adapted. They've I don't know how to describe it. Like they're born into it. It's, you know, they're more tolerant to it very well. I mean, yes, extreme heat obviously that is also bad for their health. Can be dangerous. Got to make sure they're kept hydrated and kept cool. But yeah, the winter they, well, especially when it gets below certain temperatures, they do not do well at all. They can also get allergies. So I don't know. Maybe in the summer, I don't know if Zuzu has like gets allergies. Um, they tend to get like really itchy, sneezy, and that with the pollen. You know, like how humans get hay fever. Um, Lily. Yeah, the girls are not doing anything. Um, what I might do, guys, is now that, like I said, this is my first ever live, so it's really just a test run. I just make sure everything's working great. The sound, chat's working. I've been live. Yeah, I know. I don't know. I think, like I said, I think it's just because they know that they're being watched. I've been live 44 minutes at the moment, but they're just not going to do anything. So there's nothing really to watch from them. I've got to scoop their potty and also hoover around there, which I usually do in the morning. What I could do is leave it a couple of hours, a few hours, let them have their nap and all that, and try and go live again later when it's more suitable for your time zones as well, but also they've got a bit more life in them. You know, they've recharged. If they start getting lively, I could come back. Yeah, sounds like an idea, yeah. And I might also get more viewers as well if it's better. Um, See, I have no idea time zone differences. Lily's just looking out for birds. You can see where she's moving her head left and right. She's just pointing towards, looking towards the bushes and all that, where the birds are usually darting in and out and hiding. Um, it's almost 2 a.m. for you, so what is it for me at the moment? 9:47. Yeah, I still can't work it out. I can't do maths. Um, you'll get. I will get something. We'll keep running your life. What do you mean, Adonis? Oh, right, yeah, just do a silent live stream. Yeah, you know what? I was thinking that, but again, if the cat's not going to be doing anything. And I'm also thinking, where can I place the phone where it's going to see them? Because the way this house is laid out, I mean, if the cats are moving between rooms and all that, there's going to be a lot of just just nothing. That doesn't make any sense, does it? um, okay, Kelly. So, oh, I'm trying to see. I still can't do maths. 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, okay. So 7 hours from now, my end will be about 4 o'clock. So I don't know. That would be morning for you, like the time people usually sort of get up. I know, obviously, you've got your streams to do as well. So about 4 my time. Would that be better for you? And well, I mean, that's if the girls are, hopefully they're more lively. I mean, yes, they will get lively during the day. This is not normal for them to be this quiet first thing in the morning. It's like I said, it's because they know that they've got the camera pointed at them. Adonis, no, I don't have a phone holder. I mean, I can like put it against a step or a wall or something, but like I said, the way that the house is laid out, you don't really get. I don't. Sorry, I'm not good at explaining because I'm dyslexic. I'm not very good at, like, so for instance, I could put it on the windowsill there, but it's only going to see round here. If they decide to go upstairs, go even into my room, go into conservatory, my phone's not going to see. All it's going to see is that staircase. It's basically, there's not any good range of view, no matter where I put this phone, if that makes sense. Oh no, they won't break the phone. It's just a matter of, as they're moving around, going to different rooms, there's just no view. The phone won't see them no matter where I put it. So if I put it in the conservatory, which is their room, they could decide to spend more time like in the hallway or in my room. If I put in my room, they're out in the hallway or in the conservatory, and when they're playing, they're usually running up and down the floor downstairs, running between the conservatory and the hallway. So all the phone will see is when they dart past the doorway, but that's it. If I put it by the front door, it's not going to see all the way down that hallway to the conservatory, and it's not going to see up the stairs, and it's not going to see into my room, if that makes sense. Yeah, I do. I mean, they're everywhere, but their room is like a main play area that has more. They're more out of the way. And yes, they have some dotted about the house as well, but obviously this is by the front door. I don't want too clogged by here. But they have loads in their playroom. But again, they're not like dogs. You can't train them to behave. Well, you can't train them end off. You can't train them to stay in one place. They will just choose to go where they want, do what they want. You don't have control over a cat as what you would with a dog and all that. So yeah, they have their bigger toys in here, like their three-way tunnel, a few extra bits. They also have the potty in here and their food and water, and also an extra water fountain. I am actually going to change that to a more simpler one because that one's a nightmare to put together. Oh yeah, I mean I do have a selfie stick, but the bit where you plug it into your phone, I've got a Samsung, so it's not like the right connection. Like the end of it that you put into the end of your phone, it's that round one, like what old phones in the past used to all have. But this is a Samsung, so it has that like thin, long. You know what I mean? Oh, I don't think I lost network there, didn't I? Yeah. So I'm running out of ideas. I don't know what to talk about. I don't know what to do. The girls are choosing not to do anything, which is not normal for them. Um, so I might leave it here. Um, Now I know that chat works. You can hear me. All that. Litter box. Sorry, got to move again. Is there? So I use clumping litter because it's cleaner, fresher, not as expensive because you don't have to, you just take out the clumps when they form, and then it leaves all the rest fresh. It also doesn't stink as much. I hate that non-clumping litter. I just can't do it. Yeah, thank you, Kelly. I know it could have been a lot better. I am the worst. Like I said, it doesn't help that the cats are not choosing to do anything. Like I said, they've usually had zoomies and literally bouncing off the wall this time. But I think because they know that they're being watched, they know they're being recorded. The second I turn the phone off, they will whiz around. They're absolute moves like that. It's so annoying. Yeah, so I'll try and give it a few more hours. Let them sort of recharge themselves, and then yeah, hopefully they get lively and a bit playful in a bit, and then yeah, I can try and stream, and we can watch them play and be the little Asbo kids they usually are. That'd be more interesting. I'll try not to talk so much as well. We just watch them. Yeah, obviously I'll interact with the chat. So if anyone asks anything or whatever, of course I'll reply. But yeah, I'll have a think. I'll try and, because I didn't really plan this either. I haven't done a plan of what I'm going to do or anything. I've done, hey, let's try a live with the cats. That's really all I thought. So yeah, let's give it a few hours. I'll let them gear up a little bit, and then I'll come back and we'll see if that's any better. Thank you for coming. It was great to see the regulars. Thank you, Kelly. You're a star. Thank you for modding. Thank you for turning up. I was worried that no one would. We love you. Love from Lily. I think that's Lily. Yes, this is Lily.
Say, I love you. Boop, boop, boop. Hey, bye-bye, Rose.
Oh, she's watching another cat. Dun, 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 dun.
Rose, say, love you, chat.
No, food. Okay, I'm going to go now and hopefully come back later when the girls are more active and all that, and we can have a bit more entertainment and things to watch. I will see you guys. Love you lots. Have a good day. Stay safe. Mwah, mwah, mwah. See you later.